guys, back to the class. This is your JK. Today we are going to discuss about design process of VBL drive. What we have discussed in the previous lectures, similarly in the design process of VBL drive also some steps are involved here. Let's see what are they. First one is the belt velocity. If you find out what we have discussed in the design process of flat belt drive, a maximum same formulas, that means same steps are involved here, but in the formulation point of view, some variation will be generated in the design of V-belt drive. So first step is the find out velocity of belt or maybe belt velocity. Here we are going to find out the belt velocity same as with the help of diameter and speed of the driving or maybe driven pulley. So that's why it is denoted by V, that is equal to pi dn by 60 or pi dn by. So this is about the form to find out the belt velocity, and next we are going to find out the power transmitted by belt. So how much amount of power is to be transmitted with the help of a V belt? So that is denoted by P T1 minus T2 into V all divided by 1000. This 1000 is the unit conversion in kilowatts point of view, and V is the belt velocity we are already find out in the above step, and T1 is the tension in tight side and T2 is the tension in slack side of the belt. So with the help of this one we are going to find out what is the amount of power transmitted by the belt. So this is the second step here. Go to the next one. Ratio of tension in belt. It is the third step here. This is T1 by T2, that is equal to e power u into theta divided by sin alpha by 2. So it is the formula to find out the ratio of tension in belt for V belt drive. We already know mu is the coefficient of friction between the belt and pulley, and theta is the arc of contact between the smaller pulley to belt. And what about the sin alpha? The sin alpha is angle of sustain by the V belt in one side point of view. So this is about the ratio of tension in belt. Go to the next step. That is the fourth one. Centrifugal tension. So it is denoted by T suffix C. So how we get the centrifugal tension? Mass of the belt into velocity square. Velocity square. Here we know already velocity, but we doesn't know what is the mass. So that's why here we are consider the mass is the another step. Mass of belt. So it is denoted by M, that is equal to area of the belt into length of the belt into density of the belt material. So it is the form to find out the what is the mass of the belt. When we know the mass of the belt, it is easy to find out what is the centrifugal tension in the belt drive. So this is about the fifth step. Go to the next step. So that is the design power. It is denoted by PD. That PD that is equal to PR into KS by K into KL. So it is the form in case of V belt. What is the design power of V belt? So that is equal to PR, we know rated power, and KS is the surface factor, and K is the arc of contact factor. What about the KL? The KL is the pitch length factor for V belt. So this is about the design power of the V belt. And go to the next one, seventh one, number of belts required. So how many number of belts required here? So it is denoted by I. So that is equal to design power by actual power. So simply it is PD by PS. So it is the form. In the above form, above step we are already find out the what is the design power, and PS is the required power. It is also we are find out in the second step. So this is about the number of belts required for V belt. Here we have one more step, one more final step, that is the length of the belt drive. Let's see how we are going to find out the length of the belt drive here. So that length of belt drive is indicated by capital L. So that is equal to 2C plus pi by 2 into capital D plus small plus D minus capital D whole square by 4C. So it is the formula to find out the length of the belt drive. Here we know capital D is the diameter of driver pulley and small d is the diameter of driven pulley. What about C? That C is the center distance between the two pulleys. This is about the design process of V belt drive. So with the help of these steps are useful to design a proper belt drive for suitable applications. This is about the today class. In the next class, we are going to solve one model problem related to design of V belt drive. Thank you. If you have any queries regarding this lecture, please comment in comment box, and thank you for your watching.